Hey everybody, welcome back to Channel Strong Tour. We are in Cincinnati wrapping up this week here in the Midwest, week 2. Thank you. And we're here with Tim from InTrust. And Tim, tell the audience a little bit about who you are and what you guys do.
Yeah, thanks. So our company's been around 30 years. I started in 1992, dropped out of college and everything to start it. We're a little bit bigger now than we were back then. So we had 3 acquisitions last year. So been growing very rapidly. We're also employee owned. We switched to employee ownership in 2019. So that's really been driving our employee engagement. And we've been really been nice because we've had very little turnover here. And I know that a lot of people are struggling with that right now. So that's been a big help for us.
Yeah, that's excellent. So I mean, so speaking of that, because it's good that you talk about that. What are some of the things that you're doing that you think are different that are keeping the employees happy and making them stay? I mean, other than the ESOP, which is always a good thing.
Right. So even before the ESOP, we did Great Game of Business, which is open book management. So everybody in the company had complete visibility into all the financials and allowed us to set goals, and we had a profit sharing plan that we still have in place. We've had it for 6 or 7 years now, so that's been a big dynamic to keep the employees here for sure.
Wow, that's awesome. So we're walking around the spot obviously here for the Channel Strong Tour. This is our 3rd year here with you folks, which has been fantastic. We've raised a lot of food for the food banks, especially during COVID, and done some really great things. So we love coming in here. Let's talk a little bit about some of the cool history in this place. What's the story with the bikes? You want to pan over to the bikes real quick? We'll talk a little bit about some of the cool things they have around the office.
Yeah.
I think that's probably part of the employee kind of fun part of it. But give a little story about the bikes.
Yeah. So we are located kind of in an industrial park. When you pull up, it feels like you're just in a regular old industrial park. But actually, we're only like a block away from downtown Blue Ash, which has a bunch of restaurants. So the bikes are here. You can walk to some of the restaurants, but some of them are far enough away that you have to ride a bike to. So we got the bikes all logoed and everything, so people see us riding our bikes through downtown Blue Ash.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the cool things, so it's really cool that you're able to do the stuff that you do, and we've been around your employees long enough to know that they're all pretty happy and have a great time. I saw the hood. The Mustang hood that you did for one of your oldest tenured employees, which is great. So let's talk a little bit about, if you had some advice for some of the MSPs that are watching, that are trying to get past those first bumps in the road. Think back a little bit. It's been a little while, right? You like you said, you dropped out of school, you started the company, but getting past some of those first bumps, what advice would you give?
Oh, geez. If I were to go back and tell myself, not to be so afraid in terms of setting culture, direction for the company, and putting some goals, and communicate that to your employees so they know where the heck to go. When I do talk to other companies, one of the things I mention is, just imagine if you were applying to go work on a fishing boat, and you don't know if that's deadliest catch or just somebody that's going to go out and just do some easy trolling in the afternoon for fish. Right. So you need to make sure you set what your vision is and where you want to go, so your employees know that. So when you hire them, they know whether they're going on deadliest catch or whether they're just going to go out and do some afternoon fishing or whatever the case might be. So communicating that over and over again to them, and set some goals, and then sharing. And we have an employee engagement or the what we're doing with the profit sharing program. That was a huge difference for us. A Great Game of Business.
That's awesome.
And I was scared. I was scared to do that for so many years, to expose the books and actually have some skin in the game. And as soon as I did that, that really made a big difference for our company.
Actually is a connection, because when I was doing my MSP, it was actually the time that turned everything around for me back in the day. Was exactly that. Opening it up, being honest with the whole team. Everybody was driving towards the same goal. We used traction at the time to really drive us down that road. So it's very interesting. So make sure you guys are looking into that type of stuff. EOS, and talking about opening up your books, and completely being transparent with your team does make things easier, especially when things are tight and they're not just looking at you and saying, oh, no, we don't understand why. Now they do.
They know exactly. Yeah, through 2020, we were a little tight through there, and the profit was down, and the profit sharing was down, and they knew exactly why, and they could see it happening throughout the year. So. And speaking of EOS traction, we've been doing that for a couple of years now. Love that system. In fact, Chad, who is our VP of Operations, he's at the EOS conference yesterday and today.
Oh, so that's where he is.
That's why he's not here.
That's perfect. So. That's hilarious.
Yeah.